Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the Super Not Funny Show reviews. And today I'm reviewing Violent Night, a new Christmas movie starring David Harbour, and it's out in theaters right now. So, what did I think about it, and should you be watching? Before we start, get down there, hit the like button on this video. Violent Night is the newest Christmas offering. And let's just say it's breaking the mold a little bit, just a little bit. It's definitely not a family-friendly kids thing. And in some ways, it is very family-friendly. But it's very much an action movie full of violence and gore and also Christmas spirit. Yes, all of those things in one movie. David Harbour is the star as Santa Claus. John Leguizamo stars as Scrooge, the big bad guy, as he and his crew of diehard wannabe henchmen attempt a heist at a family home, a home with a very dysfunctional family. David Harbour's Santa Claus is world weary. He's jaded. He drinks a lot. He's kind of like, what if bad Santa, but actually Santa with magic and everything. And he sort of gets, I don't want to say roped into, but sort of gets put into the situation of trying to save this family because the little girl is very much on the nice list and wants him to help. And also these guys are just like kind of relentless. And it all turns into something like I described, when I reacted on Twitter, as, if Die Hard and Home Alone had drunk sex and this is their baby. So all that being said, what did I think about it? And, what do you guys, should you guys be going out to check this out? And I say, hell yes, absolutely yes. I'll even say, fuck yes, go see this movie. This movie kicks ass. This movie rules. This movie is awesome. It slaps. All that stuff. Anything for good that any generation has to say, that is what this movie is. And I will put a caveat on that, though. If you are not a fan of violent action movies, this is not for you. Because there's a lot of violence, a lot of blood and explosions and, eye violence and just broken limbs and blood and all that good stuff. Very much in the style of an 80s or 90s action flick. And it very well choreographed in terms of the action sequences. Like it's very like visceral and on point. Like Santa is John McClane basically in this, and he goes hard. Doesn't use any guns in this. Just goes hard with like a hammer or whatever's on hand, or just beating people up. He gets beat up. Like he's not like he's not gently or anything. He's getting it and he's giving it. And he definitely doesn't want to be there, but he's decided he has to help this girl. He's all in, and you just see a lot of interesting dispatches. It's sort of like when you watch a horror movie, you sort of like seeing the way the bad guy or the killer dispatches people. That's sort of what's happening here. But you're cheering for it because Santa's definitely the good guy. And the movie's theme is pretty straightforward. Dysfunctional family, this really sweet kid, the magic of Christmas, believing in Santa Claus and the power of belief, but also how a very jaded Santa Claus who's about ready to be and done with it and tired of our culture and all that stuff can have his faith in Christmas renewed by this one kid. And also, as juxtaposing that, the bad guy Scrooge and how a terrible Christmas and an unfortunate accident sort of makes him Scrooge, literally Scrooge, and hate Christmas. And also he just really wants like $300 million. And that's been sort of stashed away by this terrible family. And so we get side characters that aren't particularly well-rounded. Like the family characters, they are all caricatures of something, but there are funny caricatures. And seeing them sort of act out and lash out at each other, very fun. And I got to call attention to the fact this movie's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Like if you're the sort of person that kind of laughs at, yes, it's violence, but it's almost cartoon violence. So in a way, it's kind of scratches the Home Alone itch, except actually people die in this thing. If you ever watched Home Alone and thought to yourself, "Oh, these guys should be dead. Like these robbers should be," that's what this movie is like. Yeah, they would be dead. That goes down to even the point of that the little girl Trudy watched Home Alone the night before all this goes down, and now she loved it, and now she wants to do a Home Alone booby trap thing while she's sort of hiding from the bad guys, and you see that played out to exactly where it should, go. Somebody getting killed basically because of these awful traps that go down. It's pretty great. That little homage to Home Alone was pretty great. I want to give shout out to three, well, I guess say four great performances in this, and one of them's kind of a cop out because I don't know all the actors' names, but the henchmen were great. They're great in the sense that they have just enough personality, sort of like Marv, or Harry in Home Alone. They have just enough personality to just like really make you like they're hilarious or they're funny, or you just kind of want to see them get messed up by Santa or by the little girl. And so when you finally do see all these, as you go around and getting dispatched, it's fun. But even the ones that don't have much personality, it's just they're a good, solid bad guy for Santa to beat up on. And it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty great to see them. So shout out to those guys. But after that, John Leguizamo's great. He is hamming it up. He's over the top. He very much channels the whole, Marv energy. Like he's the mastermind, and he's just sick of the bullshit. Basically, he's just trying to get his and get out of there. But these dang kids or this dang Santa keeps screwing up his thing, and he's got to go after him. It's pretty cool. He lasts all the way to the end, and of course, as he should, because he's the big bad boss. And his fight with Santa's great. It's all good. I think Leguizamo he got this role and was just like, I'm gonna go hard at it, and he did, and it's good. He's good. Also, I want to say her name's Leah Brown as Trudy, the little girl who really believes in Santa Claus, just wants her parents to get back together and everything like that. She is so good. She's the center and the heart of this. If Santa is kind of like the muscle of she's the heart, and she's the one that really drives forward Santa in terms of his motivation, but also she's the good-hearted Christmas spirit center of this movie. And Leah Brown, she's so good at it. She's just very earnest about believing in Santa and all that, but also she's not a perfect kid. She says some really funny stuff like about sticking coal up the bad guys' butts and all that. That's just hilarious. I mean, every time she's supposed to be sweet and cute, she is. Every time she's supposed to be like mischievous, she is. When she gives Santa a hug for saving him, she's just appropriately sweet. She plays that role to the T. She's great, just absolutely great. She's the reason why, like I said, this movie moves forward, emotionally or just in terms of motivation for Santa. And of course, that brings me to David Harbour, who I've been sort of saying he kicks ass. He kicks ass. Like I hope he doesn't get typecast in this sort of slobby. I'm had enough with this shit, but I'm still gonna keep on doing what I got to do, sort of thing. It's Hopper, but I hope he doesn't get typecast in that. But my God, does he do it? Like he goes hard in this. This is a role where, like I said, like John McClane gets beat up, gets hurt. He sort of has to do that, and just keeps at it. But then he gets the moment to be a complete badass when we learn that he's sort of an ex-Viking, and he was a killer and all that. He used to be terrible before he became Santa. And seeing him just like unload, go hard, go ham on everything, it's so satisfying to see those fight sequences and everything. And down to the final fight where there's some just cool stuff happening. Really enjoyed his performance throughout. And God, I would see him in another one of these. To be perfectly honest, I kind of hope, and I kind of hope they don't make another one of these. But to me, just all around, love this movie. It's to me, it's hard. It's weird to say this about such a violent and gory movie, but it's an instant holiday classic for me. Something I'm gonna want to watch every single Christmas. I'm definitely gonna go out and check this out again because it was just that damn good. And also shout out to the people in the theater I was with who were laughing, but also to the woman next to me who seemed annoyed that I was laughing so hard. But this one, it had me rolling on the reel. And I think anyone who, if you even like Home Alone, if you like Die Hard, if you like Bad Santa, if you like, if you like Christmas movies that have the heart of Christmas but kind of go against the grain in terms of like the sweet and saccharine, if you like that sort of thing, or you just want to watch a kick-ass action movie, this is the movie for you. So get out there and see it, man. I highly recommend it. But anyway, if you did see it, what did you think about it? What did you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comment section, leave your thoughts there, and of course, you can always hit me up. supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. And of course, get down there, hit that like button, and hit subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. It helps the channel with the algorithm, helps more people to see these videos, all that good stuff. So thanks for doing that. All right, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, thanks for joining me. Come back to the channel. Got more reviews coming on the way. Until then, I've been Mo de Poupée, your resident fabricant and comic extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.